Hey everyone, today's lesson is looking at math word problems. We're actually going to break them down and kind of decipher what they mean. So sometimes in math word problems there are math terms, and it's good to know what those math terms mean, like if you are supposed to add or subtract or multiply or divide. So anytime you see the word sum, increased by, plus, more than, or total, you should be adding those numbers together. When you see the words difference, less than, subtracted from, minus, or decreased by, we know that we are subtracting. Terms that mean multiplication are times, product, twice, means we times by 2, double, or the word of, means that we're going to multiply. When you see words like divided by, quotient, 1/2 of, and separate, we know we are dividing. So this is going to be a good reference tool when we are working on math word problems, so we can actually set up those equations. Sometimes when we've been working on distributing, we know that we have parentheses. So when we use parentheses in situations where it says times the sum of, or times the difference of. So when we use these terms, less than and subtracted from, we want to actually turn the words around, and we'll do examples like that. So first example, the product. So we're going to look at our kind of cheat sheet. Product means that I multiply. So the product of a number, and I'll just use x as my number. Product means that we multiply, of x and 3. So 3 times x. The difference, so here's my first term, difference, looking at my reference sheet. Difference means that I know I'm going to subtract the difference of a number. Again, I'm going to use x and 10. So number, the x comes first, 10 comes second. The quotient is my vocabulary term. I'm going to look at my cheat sheet. Quotient means I divide a number. Again, anytime we say where it says a number, I'm going to use x. A number and -5. Number comes first, so it's going to go on top of my fraction, and -5. So you can write it like this, or you can say x divided by -5. 4 subtracted from a number. So this is one of those key things. We know subtracted, so we're going to use subtraction. Subtracted from a number. Subtracted from a number is the one where I'm going to turn it around. So I'm actually going to do number first, subtract from 4. So I see turnaround numbers, or turnaround words, subtracted from is on that list. 4, even though it comes first in my sentence, I want it to be last in my sentence. A few more examples. The word sum means I'm going to add. The sum of twice a number and 7. Well, twice means that I multiply. So when I'm thinking of PEMDAS, multiplication comes before the addition. So I'm going to do twice a number. I want to do that one first. Twice a number. Sum, because it's addition, has to come last. The product means multiplication of a number in 10 increased by 1. So again, looking at PEMDAS, multiplication has to come first. So I'm going to do product of a number and 10. So 10 times that number increased by 1, meaning I'm going to add 1. I'm going to skip 7. Looking at 8, twice a number, twice means I multiply by 2, divided by 5. Multiplication comes first, twice the number, and then divided by 5. You could write it that way, or you could say twice a number divided by 5. This is a new vocabulary term. When we see the word is means equals in math vocabulary. So the sum of twice a number and 10 is 36. Again, looking at my PEMDAS, multiplication comes first, so twice a number and 10 needs to come first. So the sum of twice a number, twice the number, and 10 is 36. Is means equals 36. So the sum of twice a number and 10 is 36. Twice the number, PEMDAS tells me multiplication comes first, and 10 is 36. 3 times the difference of a number and 7 is 18. I can work my way backwards on 10, sort of like I did with 9. I have the word is 18, so I know equals 18. So 3 times the difference of a number. I have a new set of terms, times the difference of a number. If I go back to my reference sheet, times the difference of a number means that I'm going to be using parentheses. So 3 times, 3 would go on the outside of the parentheses. The parentheses itself means times the difference of a number and 7. Difference of a number, difference means subtract, and 7 is 18. Do 2 more, and then we'll talk about inequalities. So 4 times a number divided by 8 is 3. Again, the word is means equals, is 3. So I can put that there. Looking at PEMDAS, multiplication comes first. 4 times a number divided by 8. Divided by 8. And the last one we're going to do 5 times the sum of a number and 6 is 48. Again, the word is means equals 48. I have, again, same kind of idea I had with 10. I have that new set of words that I want to really look out for, times the sum of a number that is on my reference sheet that I'm going to use parentheses. So just like I did for 10, 3 times went on the outside of the parentheses. So 5 times, 5 goes on the outside of the parentheses. The parentheses itself means times sum of a number and 6. Number and 6 means I'm adding, equals 48. All right, looking at the bottom on inequalities, the symbol for less than, the arrow is pointing to the left. Less than or equal to, I have an underline. Greater than, arrow is pointing to the right. Greater than or equals to, line underneath. A number is less than negative 10. So a number is less than, looking at less than, negative 10. A number is less than or equal to, less than or equal to, I'm using the symbol. So a number less than or equal to 8. A number is greater than or equal to, using this symbol. So a number greater than or equal to negative 4. A number is at most 45. When I have at most, I'm using the less than or equal to. I don't want the number to be more than 45. 45 is the cutoff. So a number at most, same word as less than 45. A speed limit of 55. So I cannot go above 55. So the speed limit I'm going to mark as X. I cannot go above 55. So I need all of the numbers that are less than 55. A number is at least. We see this quite a bit in word problems. At least we are using the greater than or equals symbol. So a number is at least, so it can be higher than 16. At least 16. A number is no less than 10. So numbers that are less than 10 cannot be counted, so numbers that are greater than 10. But I can include the 10. Then last one that I'm going to do, a number no more than 26. So I don't want any numbers that are higher than 26, but I can include 26. So I'm going to say less than or equal to 26. And that is all for today.